भारत की पोलियो से जीत की कहानी बड़े बड़े शब्दों में लिखी जाएगी, पर इस जीती हुई लड़ाई को कायम रखने के लिए हमें अपने प्रयासों को जारी रखना होगा जब तक दुनिया से पोलियो का खतरा पूर्ण रूप से टल न जाए। खतरा है बरकरार, इसीलिए पोलियो की खुराक पिलाना है हर बार। 2 बूंद हर बार, पोलियो पर जीत रहे बरकरार।
Hello children, welcome to e-learning. I hope you all are ready for another interesting concept of mathematics. Today we will be learning about pair of linear equations in 2 variables. But before that, let's look at a situation. Siri and Joseph went to market to buy some fruits. They bought a few apples and oranges. Total number of fruits is 10. Can you tell how many apples and how many oranges did they buy? Let's try to solve this puzzle. Number of apples plus number of oranges is equal to 10. So, let's try to find out how many apples and how many oranges did they buy. We use a method called as trial and error. If there is 1 apple, there should be 9 oranges. If there are 2 apples, there should be 8 oranges. If there are 3 apples, there should be 7 oranges. If there are 4 apples, there should be 6 oranges. In this way, when we try to find out, it could be 9 apples and 1 orange. So, we get multiple answers. So, how to find the correct number of apples and oranges? For that, if the number of apples is 2 more than oranges, can you say the number of apples and oranges? That's right, 6 apples and 4 oranges. So, let's represent the situation in the form of equations. Apples plus oranges is equal to 10. This is given to us. So, let's consider number of apples and apples minus oranges is equal to 2. So, let's consider apples as x and number of oranges as y. So, we are trying to represent number of apples with x and number of oranges with y, which means we are trying to represent the situation in the form of variables. So, an equation plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, where a1 square plus b1 square is not equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, where a2 square plus b2 square is not equal to 0. And also a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2 are all real numbers. Now, let us learn how to solve a linear equation. We can solve linear equations by algebraic method, in which we have 2 other methods called as substitution method and elimination method. And other than algebraic method, we can find the solution of linear equations using graphical method. So, today we will be learning about finding the solutions in algebraic method. Solutions of pairs of linear equations in 2 variables. A pair of values of the variables x and y which together satisfy each one of the equations is called a solution for a pair of linear equations, which means the values which we are trying to substitute in each one of the linear equations have to satisfy both the linear equations to be called as a solution. Now, how to find the solutions using substitution method? In this method, what are we trying to do? This method is useful for solving a pair of linear equations in 2 variables, where one variable can easily be written in terms of the other variable. For that, first step is express one variable in terms of the other variable, say y in terms of x. In second step, substitute the value of y obtained in step 1 in the second equation. In the third step, simplify the equation obtained in step 2 and find the value of x. In fourth step, substitute the value of x obtained in step 3 in either of the equations and solve it for y. And finally, check the obtained solution by substituting the values of x and y in both, that is, original equations. It looks a bit complicated, right? There is nothing to worry, children, it is quite easy to learn. Let us see how we can do it. Coming back to our problem of finding number of apples and number of oranges in algebraic method using substitution, let us take number of apples as x and number of oranges as y. We know that total number of apples and oranges is 10. So, we represent this in the form of an equation as x plus y is equal to 10. I am trying to transpose this x from LHS to RHS. So, plus x when it is transposed to the other side becomes minus x. So, I get y is equal to 10 minus x as an equation. Let me number this equation as 1. Now, we also have a situation where x minus y is equal to 2, which means number of apples here are 2 more than number of oranges. So, what are we trying to do here? Substitute value of y from equation 1 in the above equation. Then, wherever we find y, we are replacing this y with 10 minus x. So, I get the equation as x minus 10 minus x is equal to 2. Now, when we open up the brackets, I get x minus 10 minus into minus gives me plus x. So, x plus x gives me 2x minus 10. So, I get 2x minus 10 is equal to 2. What are we going to do now? We will transpose this minus 10 to the other side. So, I get 2x is equal to 2 plus 10, which is equal to 12. So, finally, I get my x value as 12 by 2, which is 6. Now, I am going to substitute this x value in equation 1 to find my y value. So, I got my x value as 6 here. I am substituting instead of x 6 in equation 1. So, y is equal to 10 minus x. Now, x is 6. So, I substitute 6 here. 10 minus 6 gives me 4. Therefore, x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 4. Now, how do we check our answer? We know that number of apples plus number of oranges is equal to 10. I got my x value as 6, that is 6 apples, and y value as 4, that is 4 oranges. 6 plus 4 gives me 10. So, my calculation is correct. Now, let us try this. The larger of two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller by 18 degrees, find the angles. I hope you all know, children, what are supplementary angles. If the sum of two different angles is equal to 180 degrees, we call them as supplementary angles. For this, let us take the larger angle as x and smaller angle as y. It is given to us that angles are supplementary. So, x plus y should be equal to 180. We transpose x from LHS to RHS and I get y is equal to 180 degrees minus x. Let me number this equation as 1. Also, what is given to us? Larger angle minus smaller angle is equal to 18 degrees. So, x minus y is equal to 18 degrees. But what did we find value of y here in the above equation 1? We got y is equal to 180 degrees minus x, and this would be our equation number 2. So, what are we trying to do? We will substitute equation 1 value of y in equation 2. I have y value as 180 degrees minus x. So, I substitute in equation 2 I get x minus of 180 degrees minus x, which is equal to 18 degrees. When we open the brackets, we get x minus 180 degrees, minus into minus gives me plus again here. So, I get x minus 180 degrees plus x is equal to 18 degrees. Now, when we add up x and x, we get 2x minus 180 degrees is equal to 18 degrees, which means I am transposing this minus 180 to the other side. I get 2x is equal to 18 degrees plus 180 degrees, which means my 2x is equal to 198 degrees. So, my x is 198 degrees by 2, which is 99 degrees, which means my larger angle is 99 degrees. But what is y? Y is equal to 180 degrees minus x. So, I try to substitute the value of x which we got just now, that is 99 degrees in this equation. So, what do we get? Y is equal to 180 degrees minus 99 degrees, which means y is equal to 81 degrees. Therefore, the angles are 99 degrees and 81 degrees. Now, let us try to solve the following pair of equations by substitution method. 3x minus 5y is equal to minus 1 and x minus y is equal to minus 1. This is the pair of linear equations given to us. So, what are we going to do? Let us take the first equation 3x minus 5y is equal to minus 1 and number it as 1, and the second equation x minus y is equal to minus 1, and let us number this equation as 2. Now, equation 2 can be written as x is equal to minus 1. I am transposing this minus y to the other side, I get plus y there. So, I get value of x as x is equal to minus 1 plus y. Substituting in equation 1, we get 3 times of minus 1 plus y, because we got x value as minus 1 plus y. So, we are substituting this in equation 1. I get 3 times of minus 1 plus y minus 5y is equal to minus 1. We open the brackets by multiplying with 3. 3 into minus 1 gives me minus 3. 3 into plus y gives me plus 3y. And what is the equation we get? Minus 3 plus 3y minus 5y is equal to minus 1. When we simplify these two, that is plus 3y and minus 5y, we get minus 2y. So, we get the equation minus 3 minus 2y is equal to minus 1. So, this is the equation which we got, minus 3 minus 2y is equal to minus 1. I am transposing this minus 3 to the other side, it becomes plus 3. So, minus 2y is equal to minus 1 plus 3, minus 2y is equal to plus 2. So, y is equal to 2 by minus 2, which is minus 1. So, we get the value of y as minus 1. Now, let us substitute this value of y in equation 2, then we get x is equal to minus 1 plus y, but y value we got it as minus 1. So, instead of y, we will be substituting minus 1. So, x is equal to minus 1 plus of minus 1. Now, what do we get? Minus 1 gives me minus 2. Therefore, x is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to minus 1 is the solution of the pair of linear equations given to us. Now, let us check. When we substitute the values of x and y which we got just now, that is x as minus 2 and y as minus 1 in equation 1, in LHS part when we substitute 3 times of x, that is 3 times of minus 2 minus 5 times of y, which is minus 1, I get minus 6 plus 5, which is minus 1, that is my RHS part. So, our solution is correct. Now, let us learn another method in algebraic method to find the solution, which is called as elimination method. In this method, first we eliminate one of the two variables by equating its coefficient. Write both equations in the form of ax plus by is equal to c. Make the coefficients of one of the variables, say x, equal by multiplying each equation by suitable real numbers. If the variable to be eliminated has the same sign in both equations, subtract one equation from the other to get an equation in one variable. If they have opposite signs, then add. Solve the equation for the remaining variable and substitute the values of this variable in any one of the original equations and find the value of the eliminated variable. Now let's learn. Solve the following pair of linear equations using elimination method. What is given to us? We are given a pair of linear equations, 3x plus 2y is equal to 11 and 2x plus 3y is equal to 4. So, what are we going to do? We will number this 3x plus 2y is equal to 11 as equation 1 and 2x plus 3y is equal to 4 as equation 2. Okay. Now, what are we going to do? We will try to eliminate y from the given equations. So, we are going to remove this y part from the equations. The coefficients of y in the given equations are 2 and 3. If you observe children, in equation 1, the coefficient of y is 2 and in equation 2, the coefficient of y is 3. So, the coefficients are 2 and 3. Now, what is the LCM of 2 and 3? You know that 2 and 3 are co-primes. So, their LCM is their product. So, we get LCM of 2 and 3 as 6. So, multiply equation 1 by 3 and equation 2 by 2. That is, we are trying to multiply the equations 1 and 2 with the coefficients of the opposite value. So, multiply equation 1 by 3 and equation 2 by 2. Now, when we are multiplying equation 1 with 3, our equation comes out to be 9x plus 6y is equal to 33. And when we multiply equation 2 with 2, we get 4x plus 6y is equal to 8. If you observe children, we have tried to make equation 1 and equation 2 coefficients of y, that is equal. In both the equations, if you observe, the coefficients of y have been made equal. So, to eliminate this y term, let us subtract second equation from the first equation. So, what are we getting here? We get plus 6y and minus 6y. We can simply cancel both the terms. So, what is left for us? 9x minus 4x, which gives us 5x, is equal to 33 minus 8, which gives us 25. So, I get my x value as 25 by 5, which is 5. So, our x value is 5. Now, we substitute this x is equal to 5 in equation 1. So, wherever we have x, we are substituting 5 there. So, 3 times of 5 plus 2y is equal to 11. We get 2y is equal to 11 minus 15. 3 5s are 15 and we are transposing from LHS to RHS. So, 11 minus 15 gives me minus 4, which implies I get y value as minus 4 by 2, which is equal to minus 2. Therefore, the required solution is x is equal to 5 and y is equal to minus 2. Now, let us try this. A fraction will be equal to 4 by 5 if 1 is added to both numerator and denominator. If, however, 5 is subtracted from both numerator and denominator, the fraction will be equal to 1 by 2. What is the fraction? Let us try to solve this. Let the fraction be x by y. We have taken the fraction as x by y. What is given to us? The fraction will be equal to 4 by 5 if 1 is added to both numerator and denominator. So, what am I trying to do? I am trying to add 1 to both numerator and denominator, then the fraction becomes equal to 4 by 5. So, x plus 1 by y plus 1 is equal to 4 by 5. What is the next step we are going to do? Yes, we will cross multiply the equation so that we get 5 times of x plus 1 is equal to 4 times of y plus 1. Then we open the brackets by multiplying 5 times of x plus 1 as 5 into x gives me 5x, 5 ones are 5 and 4 times of y gives me 4y, 4 into 1 gives me 4. So, we get 5x plus 5 is equal to 4y plus 4. Let us transpose the terms. 5x minus 4y is equal to 4 minus 5. We are bringing this plus 4y from RHS to LHS and we get minus 4y, and we are bringing this plus 5 to the other side, it becomes minus 5. So, what is the equation we are getting? 5x minus 4y is equal to minus 1. Let us number this equation as 1. What is the other situation given to us? When 5 is subtracted from numerator and denominator, we get 1 by 2. We are doing the same thing here again, children. We are cross multiplying. So, what do we get here? 2 times of x minus 5 is equal to 1 time of y minus 5. Let us open the brackets. We get 2x minus 10 is equal to 1y minus 5. Let us transpose the terms. We get 2x minus 1y is equal to 10 minus 5, and I get 2x minus 1y is equal to 5. Let us number this equation as 2. Now, we have equation 1 as 5x minus 4y is equal to minus 1, and equation 2 as 2x minus 1y is equal to 5. Let us eliminate y from both the equations. The coefficients of y are minus 4 and minus 1. So, the LCM of minus 4 and minus 1 should be minus 4. So, let us multiply equation 2 by 4 and equation 1 by 1. So, when we are multiplying equation 1 with 1, what do we get? We get 5x minus 4y is equal to minus 1. And when we multiply equation 2 with 4, we get 8x minus 4y is equal to 20. If you observe, children, we have coefficient of y as minus 4 in both the equations. So, we cannot cancel them like this. They need to be of opposite sign. For that, what are we going to do? We can subtract. Then we observe we get minus 4y and plus 4y, which can be cancelled. So, what are the terms left for us? 5x minus 8x, which gives me minus 3x, and minus 1 minus 20, which gives me minus 21. So, minus 3x is equal to minus 21. I get my x value as minus 21 by minus 3, and you know 21 is a multiple of 3. We get x value as 7. So, substituting x is equal to 7 in equation 2, we get 2 times of 7 minus 1y is equal to 5, and 2 times of 7 is 14. So, 14 minus 1y is equal to 5. We get 14 minus 5. We are transposing 5 from RHS to LHS. So, 14 minus 5 is equal to y, which implies I get y value as 9. Therefore, x is equal to 7 and y is equal to 9. Therefore, the required fraction is 7 by 9. Now, let us check this. What is LHS given to us? X minus 5 by y minus 5 should be equal to 1 by 2. Now, when we substitute instead of x 7 and instead of y 9, 7 minus 5 by 9 minus 5, which gives me 2 by 4, which is equal to 1 by 2, which is my RHS. Okay, children, we have learnt a few concepts about pair of linear equations in 2 variables. Let us quickly recap them. An equation of the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and where at least one of a or b is not 0, that is a square plus b square is not equal to 0, is called linear equation in 2 variables. A pair of values of the variables x and y which together satisfy each one of the equations is called a solution for a pair of linear equations. In algebraic method, pair of solutions for the linear pair can be found using 2 methods, that is substitution method and elimination method. Okay, children, I hope you all understood what is a linear equation in 2 variables and when do we call a pair of linear equations. What do you understand by the word solution of a pair of linear equations, and what are the methods to solve pair of linear equations, that is algebraic method and graphical method. Today we have learnt algebraic method, which has again 2 methods of finding the solution, that is substitution method and elimination method. That is all for today, children. For better understanding of the concepts, please visit the SCRT website and try to solve the worksheets. See you all in the next class with another interesting concept. Thank you.
ఆ చదువులమ్మ నేరుగా ప్రతి ఇంటి గడప చేరగా మీ భవిత